Welcome back to Lodestone Athletics, and in this video I'm going to be giving you 3 leg stretches that you can try after your workout in order to minimize pain and to stay flexible. Alright, so first key stretch that I like to use is the standing quad stretch. Now of course I'm going to be performing this stretch without holding on to anything, but if you lack the stability and the balance that's needed, then of course you can hold on to a wall, hold on to a pole in order to stabilize yourself. But what this stretch looks like, the standing quad stretch. Take your leg, grab it. The key is you want your heel to touch your butt to get the most out of this stretch. If it doesn't, that's fine. Just try to work your way up to that. All right, but you're gonna hold this stretch for 20 seconds. Then of course, you let that leg down. We're gonna transition over to other leg. Same thing. Let that heel touch your butt, and you're gonna hold that stretch for 20 seconds. All right, now moving on. We've tackled the quads. Let's move on to the hamstrings. What I have for the hamstrings, I want you to sit down on your butt. After you sit down on your butt, I want your legs to be out in a V shape. Now, I am not the most flexible person on the planet, but I can give you a general idea of how to do this stretch. You're gonna hold your hands out, and the key is to touch the tip of your foot and hold that stretch for 20 seconds. Now, you don't want to overly arch your upper back, because if you overly arch your upper back, you're putting more back into it than hamstring. The key is to try to keep your back as straight as possible. Lean forward with your lower back and touch the tip of your toes. Hold that stretch, 20 seconds. You should feel it. If you start to feel any type of discomfort, any type of sharp pains, or it just doesn't feel right, release, then go back into it again. But hold that stretch, 20 seconds. Let's move on to the next one, all right? Now, this stretch is gonna target your hip flexors. A lot of us sit a lot, so when we sit down, our hips are in a contracted position. So standing up, your hips are in a relaxed position. But since we sit down a lot of us have very tight hip flexors, so we need to stretch those out as well, all right? So to target your hip flexors, I want you to sit in an L shape. You're gonna push your body weight forward. Take your hands, bring them up in the air, lean back. And as you do that, you will feel that stretch right in your hip at the top of your quad, all right? I'm gonna do that on the other leg so you can see what that looks like. Leg out in front, shift your body weight forward, hands out, lean back. And again, just like every other stretch, hold that stretch for 20 seconds, then release. I guarantee you, after a very hard leg day, you're gonna love these stretches. You're gonna feel much better afterwards. I hope you learned something. Stand out, be different.